A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
Well, you know me, baby.
Man, man, like, something just pissed me off I just saw, man. And it's really some unnecessary bullshit. But I'm gonna come back and make this little comment. You know, sometimes people make comments and shit, and I brush the shit off. I might delete them and shit like that, because I just don't even have time for it. Like, I've had a few brothers make some comments, they got deleted, defending, mad and angry, because I dared to mention Umar Johnson in a negative light. Like, I disagreed with his juvenile sitting up there cursing and threatening to fight a damn man. You supposed to be a doctor claiming it's all about the kids and shit. Like, I'm just, like, I got to actually come out and make a rebuttal, because I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of all the damn, like, emotionalism when it comes to this dude. Let the shit, when black folks like something, we fight to the death. We don't we don't change. Motherfucker can say anything, do anything. We gonna fight to the end to defend that motherfucker. We are some loyal motherfucker. When it come to following a nigga, if a nigga makes a nice comment and say some shit about black folks and say some positive things and black people like you and you got the gift of gab and you know you're real eloquent and speak well, or even if you not necessarily have to be eloquent, you just have to be charismatic. And if you're very charismatic in the black community, man, it's a damn golden ticket. It really is, man. I'm talking about, bruh, you can do whatever you want to do in the black community. Cause I'm sorry, like, a brother just a few minutes ago came up under my video and said, I support Umar Johnson. I don't support no damn dude. Like, I don't support, this is the thing. And I didn't even mean the brother no disrespect, but this is what happened. He said, there was another brother came in there just cursing, just calling me all types of names and stuff. I let the shit went, right? Deleted the damn comment, blocked it. Another brother came in, made a comment. He was respectful. He just said he likes the school. And I told him why I disagree as far as what he's doing, his way, the way he handles situations. But I didn't have no problem. And in my video, I stated, look, man, if he's gonna start a school, if he actually starts the school, then it is what it is. You know, I mean, it is, at least he did do what he said he was gonna do. So I wouldn't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, right? But the problem I'm having right now is this brother came in and said, I support Umar Johnson. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, cool. I said, we'll see, homie. That's it. I didn't mean it like trying to be sarcastic. I don't know how the fuck you take we'll see, okay, homie, we'll see, as me being sarcastic or fucking with you. Like, you being feminine. Like, and I don't even know the brother, I don't mean him no disrespect. But that's not, come on, man. Come on, dude. Like, I don't mean this, bro. I don't even know the brother, because to his credit, he did delete the comment. So he probably thought it was some bullshit himself. Maybe he was just fucking around, riding around, doing something, and put a comment in and didn't really think about it. Or maybe he hadn't listened to the whole video before he put that comment down. Because in the video, I did state that, hey, I support the school idea of making a school to support black boys. I just don't support the way he conducts himself. And I think that there are other black men out here in the community that are doing things, namely my homeboy with Valiant Cross in Montgomery, you know, that is actually have something tangible that we can grasp and feel, and not some pie in the sky. This is what we're gonna do, After 3 years, you still ain't made a move, and you making videos dropping diss tracks talking about these niggas is haters and I'm the most requested, and I'm sorry. Like, I can't support you. I can't support a brother like that. That's not jealousy. I don't want to be in Umar Johnson's place. I don't want to do what he does. When people, see, this is the thing, man. When you say a person is a hater, you have to kind of have some sort of proof. You can't just say I'm hating. And I never did make this video called The Hater Witch Hunt, but I was gonna make it. Maybe this is probably that video, The Hater Witch Hunt. Like, I'm not hating on the brother. I'm really not. Don't mean that brother, no disrespect that made that comment, because like I said, he did. Because I came back at him like, brother, if you got a problem, email me at subzero3639@gmail.com. I did not mean any disrespect by saying, homie. All I was saying was, damn, we'll see. That's all I wasn't even trying to mean it. And he took that shit out of context. That's why they say 90% of communication is nonverbal. It's not what comes out of your mouth. That's why I hate social media and the internet, because a lot of times people take stuff the wrong way. And I've been guilty of that myself. So I don't mean, like I say, brother, I don't mean you no disrespect. If you watch this video, I don't mean you no disrespect. So don't come in the comment section talking shit, because I ain't fucking with you like that. I'm just saying, I think that this is the problem in this day and age. We've gotten away from true communication. I said, brother, if you got a problem, reach out to me. We'll chop it up offline like men. Because obviously you think I'm up here saying, I love to talk to people that disagree with me. I love it. I like it. I enjoy it, because I like to hear other opinions. It actually stimulates my mind and makes me grow as a person. I want to hear why the brother supports this guy blindly after 3 years. I really want to hear it. I want to hear why. Like, and we both agree that black boys are, an endangered species in America. A lot of things are going on that aren't good for black men, black boys, especially little boys. They after our kids. I agree with all that. I still don't understand why we have to blindly support a guy who's an asshole. That's all I'm saying. Those are two separate things. Supporting black boys and doing what's right by the kids, we're all for that. Tariq Nasheed is for that. That's the thing. Tariq Nasheed is for that. That has nothing to do with it. I'm saying that, man, eventually you disqualify yourself by showing that you are not ready to lead young men. That's what I call running a all boys school that you founded. You're leading young men. You're trying to lead young men. And I'm sorry, his character has been shown lacking. I don't care about how people take that. That's a fact. That is a fact. If I drop a 45-minute video cussing out this brother and telling this nigga, because I think he a Hebrew Israelite here in Atlanta, but fuck you, nigga, come meet me, nigga, I'm here. Like, I ain't finna do that shit, man. I ain't finna do that. I ain't got time for it. Shit, I'm trying to work from home and go out here and get my damn, some land and shit like that, so I can go ahead and start building my own property. I ain't got time to be getting into no street shit with no nigga. I try my best to avoid that type of shit. But if a nigga got a problem, I definitely will talk to him. And if it degenerates, I try to walk away, get away. But if a nigga fuck with me, then it's on and popping. If it have to come to that, but shit, I got shit to do. I'm too busy. I'm trying to make money. 80% of my videos have been about money. Growing, building, every damn video. I just dropped a video about expedited freight. That's when I saw the comment. Like, damn, dude, you just gonna come at me like, that's another comment. I'm like, dudes is being disrespectful. If you felt like, just ask me. Like, okay, brother, were you being sarcastic? Ask me. I'm like, no, bro, I mean, this, and we could have kept it moving. Cut the sarcasm. I'm not your homie. Like, huh? The fuck? Like, hey, bro, what you talking about? Homie's a colloquialism. It's an African-American colloquialism. It's just a word or a term that is used amongst African-Americans. It's not something that I meant. I ain't call you no bitch. I ain't call you nothing disrespectful. I didn't mean no harm by it, brother. And I told him, I said, brother, I meant you no harm. I said, I let the insult go. I said, but really, man, this is fucked up. I said, 90% of communication is nonverbal. But this is the thing. Why do people get emotional for Umar Johnson? You have to ask yourself that. He's a psychologist. He understands mannerisms and what it can do to the psyche of an individual, how you speak. Brothers like him, Barack Obama, they're very good at understanding how to get deep into people's minds, and people just choose to like a person and defend that person no matter what. And we need to stop that. We need to stop that. I mean, we really do. I mean, that's just me. I mean, and my thing is, I don't have a problem with Umar Johnson as far as a lot of stuff he said. I said that in the last video. I said, I don't have nothing with what he says. A lot of the stuff he says, I actually agree with. A lot of points. I just think when he acts stupid and do the things that he does and calls people haters and drop 45-minute diss tracks, dissing Tariq Nasheed, which is pretty much the, let's be honest, he's the black pope for a lot of that's the pope for a lot of black men, Tariq Nasheed. I know y'all gonna be like, man, you crazy. No, I'm not. A lot of brothers, if Tariq says it, it's gospel. It's pretty much scripture. It's holy writ if Tariq Nasheed said it for a lot of black men. Why would you? And I said, that's just not intelligent. I said, if it's about the kids, then let it be about the kids. Because if it's about the kids, I'm not finna, like right now, I got a son. It's about my son. So I'm not gonna come on this video, fuck you, nigga. I ain't gonna do that shit because I know that's gonna challenge his pride. It just, as you get older, you start figuring shit out. Like, he got pride just like I do. So yeah, he called me a hater. I take that shit. It's whatever. It was, it was an incomplete sentence. I ain't know what the fuck he meant when he said it, but I wasn't even mad about this shit. I said, okay, I'm a hater. But I said, brother, I think you really misunderstood. Well, I really didn't mean it. I really meant, let's just see. Because like I said, if he does build the school, that's good. Let it be said on this video, the hater witch hunt, that if and when he builds that school, I'm like this. I'm clapping. I'm happy. Because it's needed. Stuff like that is needed. You know what I'm saying? Now, the issue, and me and my homeboy talked about this a while ago, some of the stuff he might need to let go as far as trying to teach people a certain type of spirituality. You're going to have Hebrews, Muslims, some Christians, some, atheists, all of them at the church. You got them building, at your school, you building shrines to the ancestors. Just leave that alone. I wouldn't do that. That's just me. But my thing is this. Character doesn't count. It's like we're not looking at character anymore. When it comes to my son, I'm looking at your character. That's just me. I'd rather you go to a regular school where they teach you math, reading, and arithmetic, and I do my own teaching at home as far as how to look at homosexuality, how to look at being black in America, race-based consciousness, all that stuff. I give him that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm his dad. I'm really we're the teachers. Me and his mom, we're the main teachers. By the time they say when you're 5, 70% of what you're gonna ever learn. By the time you're 5 years old. So by the time he get to school, he gonna already be pretty much, indoctrinated with certain ideological beliefs and stuff like that. They'll just manifest as he goes throughout his life. That's why some people can see the same information and come to different points of view with the same information. One of my favorite YouTubers, BGS. I like BGS, smart dude. But BGS has a certain ideological, spill. He just does. So to him, he'll read and go find information to bolster his point. That doesn't, but it's really comes to ideology. There are certain individuals that can come against that and disagree with certain things he says. I disagree, but I'm intelligent enough to know, or at least I believe I am, so where I can say, okay, well, I disagree with him on this. And I'm not like intimidated because he can drop 30 books he read. That doesn't, those books are from a certain mindset or a certain view. Say, so I don't have a problem with it. And that's the thing, but I agree with him on a lot of stuff too. So like I say, he's one of my favorites. But when all I'm saying is this, man, we got to get away from this whole ideology that everybody's a hater if you bring a valid point. I didn't hate on Umar Johnson. I don't want to do what he does. I'm not in the same space as Umar Johnson. I don't really give a damn. I got goals and aspirations. I'm trying to own apartment complexes. I'm trying to travel the world and be a millionaire my damn self. Umar Johnson, yeah, he probably got more money than me. He ahead of me. So what? So I can't critique or say anything about Umar Johnson getting on a video cursing out Tariq Nasheed just because he said, hey, chalk it up to the game. I can't do that. And the thing is, this is the thing, when we say we follow or support individuals, be careful. Be very careful. People said they supported Eddie Long when he did all that mess, when all that stuff happened. And Eddie Long wound up settling. There's no way in hell I'd have settled. We'd have fought to the bloody end. We would have fought. Ain't no way. I would have took a lie detector and everything if I ain't do nothing wrong. That's the point I'm talking about. So when people say the stuff they say about I support this individual or you're a hater of this individual, be careful, because an individual is a flawed individual. I'm flawed. You can't say you support me. I don't want you to support me. Just take the information. Use me as a source of information if you get anything. If I just point you in the right direction, and from what I say, if you're able to go and build wealth from it, then do that. All I want to do is just pass on information. I'm just a conduit of information. That's it. I'm not some, and that's how we should look at these people. Conduits through which we gain information and wisdom. That's all it is. That doesn't necessarily mean everything that comes out of Umar Johnson's mouth I support and condone. When I say I support someone, you support that person. I support traditional marriage. That means I support everything that comes with traditional marriage. I support, I'm pro-life. I support individual freedom and liberty. I do. Up until the point where an individual can tell me, hey, I don't want to serve this nigger. I support it. I'm consistent. You see what I'm saying? When you say you support something, but when you say you support a person, that means you support them, as far as what they do. I believe that. Like, as far as, publicly anyway. Now, I'm not saying you support them if they out here beating a woman ass or something like that. But I do think when you say you, as a public figure, when you say you support Umar Johnson, I think what you're really saying is you support and condone the bullshit and fuckery that he has been committing as over the last, I say, 2 years. The text messages, the lying, the picking up the phone fronting like you got somebody on the phone. Yeah, it's all right, family. I got this. Phone rang right while he holding the phone up to his face. That's a fake, phony nigga. By definition, he fake. I can't fathom how anybody can support a nigga like that. That got that type of the mindset that's gonna sit up there and fake like he about to get somebody hurt and playing. Tell me he got the goons and wait a minute, man. And you support that? I can't. I support grown men that are willing to. If you got a problem with Tariq Nasheed, this is what you do. You pick the phone up and you call Tariq. Say, hey man, what's going on, man? Look, brother, I really, man, this is what's going on. When you talk to people, tell them this. That's what you do. That's what a grown man does. He picks the phone up and he calls and he communicates. That's how you do shit. You ain't scared. It ain't about being scared or being that shit. Like, if a motherfucker got a problem, talk to him. If you can't get to the bottom of it, fuck it. Keep it moving. Simple as that. You ain't got to make a diss video dissing the man. Now you got people that was not politically intelligent at all. That's all I was saying. That just was not the intelligent thing to do. Am I saying that Tariq Nasheed is an angel? No, he's not. He's done some crazy stuff too. But at the end of the day, I'm not finna shit on this man like that. I'm not finna go out and fuck with Tariq Nasheed like that because I understand his position. Not to say you scared of him. It's just you got to be wise, cunning. When you dealing with a situation like that guy, that's like right now, if you cuss out Minister Farrakhan or something, like it's not gonna probably, people, you're not gonna get 100% support for cursing out Minister Farrakhan. You just not. Now I'm not a political leader. I'm not out here in these streets doing lectures and stuff like that. So I can really give my honest opinion. I don't even show my face for professional reasons because I don't want to get into nobody that don't like me and next thing you know they trying to mess up my money or something like that. So I don't show my face. But when it comes down to it, in all actuality, man, if I was a public figure where I was out in the open like that, like Tariq or Umar Johnson, there's no way I would have cussed out that guy. I wouldn't have did that. Now, if he'd have came at me, see, that's why you don't hear me really harping on Tariq. Tariq responded, but let's be honest, Tariq was responding in kind. And, when a man is disrespected, it's hard to ask him to just sit back and just take it. That takes a lot of character. It does. It takes a lot to let a nigga say something and feel that anger come up in your heart, and you want like, man, who the fuck? You know, it's in you. It's in most black men. You know what I'm saying? So Tariq, I mean, let's be honest. When last year, when Umar Johnson dissed Sarah Sutton-Seti, he came with we finna take over. All these brothers ain't doing the documentaries right. Okay, you got Jason Black doing documentaries. You got, I don't know how many people doing documentaries, but we finna do it right. Like, you a lecturer that goes around the country teaching on black psychology of black children in schools and education. But you gonna take a jab and say that. So of course you took a jab at your boy. That's the thing. He took a couple of jabs at Tariq. That's why I can't really get mad at Tariq for coming back at this dude, because he been on Tariq. Been saying stuff about it. I mean, over and over and over. And I was like, God dang, he said a bunch of stuff. Go look at the video where Tariq responded. And I think he was on Ustream or whatever. And people were actually giving links in the description, in the chat, while he was talking of different moments where he disrespected people, where he disrespected Tariq. So Tariq eventually got tired of it. Anybody get tired of being disrespected? I mean, I ain't got so much. I could take a little disrespect, but eventually I'm gonna have to say something back. Like, if I get upset, you catch me in the wrong mood. Most people ain't just wired to just let people come at them any kind of way. And that's the problem I see with a lot of the people that support Umar Johnson. I feel like they feel like Umar Johnson should be able to get away with that, and still people, you know, send them money because, and this is the thing, if you sending money, you're sending the money because of your love for black boys. That's what you should be sending, you, not for your support of Umar Johnson as an individual. You shouldn't. Umar Johnson is a man. You see what I'm saying? I'm a man. I'm a person, right? I can make flaws. I can make flaws. I can make mistakes or bad decisions. I have flaws and cracks. I'm not perfect. You shouldn't think like that. We shouldn't think that that's the way that it should be in the black community nowadays. It shouldn't. We should hold me accountable on my merit. If I'm telling you I'm out here trying to build and this and that, and I'm a hypocrite and I'm really not trying to build, I'm lying, or I'm out here, you know, and I'm fake and I'm not trying to put people on, and you catch me doing that, then by all means, you know, call me out, disagree with me, say what you want. I respect that, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So I'm sorry. Umar Johnson had a few times has shown that he's childish, he's feminine, because see, to me, I quickly go to femininity when I see stuff, when I see guys fly off the handle real quick like that, real simple. That's the first thing I think. This nigga is PMS. This nigga on some whole shit. He's a woman. Like, that's just estrogen. That's just what it is, man. Like, when I see that, because not to say that you shouldn't get upset, but thugs get upset. Why? A lot of times thugs are raised by ratchet hood rats. 9 times out of 10. Go on World Star, and you're gonna see babies standing up there watching their mama fight in the streets, holding the chick by the hair, bitch, swinging, niggas in the back holding the camera up. World Star, you know that's the typical thug's mom. Pretty much that's his mom, right? So he gets up. How does he think? If he gets in a situation where he disagrees with someone, he flies off the handle. He thinks that's the way it works. And a lot of times, in a lot of these police videos, that where people are screaming and outraged, I'm gonna be a completely 100% honest nigga with you. It ain't typical like Walter Scott. Walter Scott that was fucked up. Walter Scott was running, had his back turned, he was not a threat. That dude shot him and killed him. But in some of these videos I've seen, some of these niggas get their ass whooped because they resisting doing dumb shit. Now, am I saying, listen, don't fuck with me now. I'm not saying that every time a cop says you're resisting, that is true, because a lot of times they lie. It's a lie. You're not resisting. The cops are full of shit. I'm not defending the cops. But what I'm saying is I have seen videos where niggas fly off the handle with cops and get emotional. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't a woman. You can't do what your mama do. You seen your mama cuss a cop out. You seen your mama wrestling, and you wrestle with a dude. You wrestle with a cop, your ass 6'3", 220. You want to get up there and wrestle with a damn cop, they gonna shoot your ass and say they fear it for their life. Even if you was barely wrestling, even if you putting up Cause most people ain't gonna go 100% with a cop anyway. I ain't never seen nobody really, I ain't gonna say ain't never seen, but most videos people ain't turning with cops for real, trying to really do a cop in, cause you know if you whoop his ass, you're gonna probably wind up killed, which a lot of people do wind up killed, or they gonna show up and they're gonna be 100 of them beating your ass. And I've seen that shit in person. I've seen it in person. I got locked up for some tickets, and overnight, this dude was at a cop's party, off-duty cop police officer's party. There was a CO actually that worked at the county, for DeKalb County. The dude came to his apartment complex. They got in a fight and whooped that cop ass. And that cop fucked around and brought his ass into work because they knew they locked that nigga up. Because they coordinate that shit. They was coming in, that nigga was in there bragging about what he did, telling us what he did, and that nigga looked like death when he saw that nigga come in that door. That nigga came in the door with his little uniform on and pointed at him. And I know they beating that nigga ass. Everybody know, I said they beating his ass up in there. They took that nigga to another cell by himself. We ain't see him no more. So I don't know, I'm sure that nigga face was swole by the time he saw the judge. That's what I'm talking about. Like, cops are cowards 9 times out of 10. But at the end of the day, that's the whole video. That's another video. But the point I'm trying to make, when you see a lot of these videos with these black guys flying, they emotional. The energy's there. So I'm sorry. Like, when a guy flies, like Umar Johnson acts very feminine when it comes to any type of anything. Like, when somebody challenges him, he gets emotional. And it's not even a challenge, like, as far as you as a person. So I've seen it was a phone call he was on some blog talk show. And this female called up, and for the first 5 minutes, she was saying how she support the school. This was right after the stripper scandal. She's saying, I support the school. I think it's a great idea, this and that. I just have a question. And he was calling. He's like, yeah, sure, sister, go ahead. And she starts saying, okay, is there a plan I can see? Or, because I'm giving my money. I just want to know. And he just changed. This sister's a reactionary. I never forget, because I was like, what the fuck? I had to go look that shit up, like, reactionary. What does he mean? But he's actually said that, and I was like, damn, why is he saying she's a reactionary just because she dared to ask him a question about the damn thing? She's spending her hard-earned money. She should be able to ask him a basic question like that. But he flew off the handle. And I'm sorry, black men are very emotional. We're very emotional. A lot of us as black men, I'm sorry, as much as people get mad when the women say this, a lot of us are very emotional when people come and point out real shit that's true. That's just the bottom line. We just do. Like, if a lot of these women that are on the internet like say some shit, like when Chrissy said that shit about building, I'm sorry, I agreed with her. She made a video about that. And people got angry and it damn near broke the internet when she made that video. Because there's some truth in that shit. There's some truth. Now people will say, well, nobody's giving us any. I'm like, okay, yeah. Nobody could be. Somebody, but at the end of the day, whether or not, whatever the excuse is, there's still some truth to it. Nonetheless. So, like I say, man, we just got to stop being emotional, and we have to stop blindly supporting people just because they make a few good points. We need to stop that, man, because Umar Johnson has made a lot of good points over the years, but Umar Johnson's full of shit, man. Y'all know that. Y'all know that man full of shit. It's clear that he's full of shit when it comes to his attitude and how he handles himself as a man. He's full of it. Now, as far as whether or not he's going to build a school, I think he's going to run to Africa with the money. That's just me. But there's still a part of me that's hoping that he really does. Because, yeah, we need more brothers out here. And if he does, I hope he has some sort of accountability, because he's not mature enough to handle running that school by himself. He's not mature enough. He's a baby. His character is that of a child. When someone does something he doesn't like, he wants to crush them. He curses and he issues threats and he picks up who wants to deal with a guy like that? What if one of the teachers do something he don't like or say something he don't like? Now what? That's the type of questions you have to ask when you're talking about kids. You have to be careful, because we're talking about the future. So people are going to be a little bit more picky about kids when it comes to stuff like this. People aren't just going to let Umar Johnson say and do anything. Some people are going to be like, hold on, man. Where you get that from? Why is this? Why is that? People going to ask. I wouldn't get mad. I just explain. Well, yeah, man, this, that. And then and shit, for most folks, 9 times out of 10, because they like his ass, because he's a good speaker, they're gonna be, oh, okay. They're gonna let it go. That's how it usually works with brothers like Umar Johnson. So he can get his shot in the black community. People are very much behind him. Like that brother that came and commented in my video. He's behind him. I mean, shit. So he really ain't got to have a real well thought out argument. Most of the time, people just gonna follow him blindly off a cliff if it comes down to it. I mean, people that's just it. But at least do what you say you're gonna do, which I hope, because I'm tired of seeing us getting screwed, and we usually are getting screwed. So, shout out to the brother. I forgot his name, Delta something. No disrespect, bro. I ain't. This ain't a diss video. I don't make diss videos. You know what I'm saying? But I think we need to understand as men that most communication is nonverbal, brother. When I say homie, that actually is something that's in my damn what do you call it when you type the keys and you type the keys and then the word pops up. We'll see, and homie is something I say all the time to different people on my phone. So shit, I typed the shit on my phone real quick, and that was that. I mean, it wasn't me trying to say it to be disrespectful, because I don't see how homie's disrespectful. I really don't. I don't see that as a disrespectful term. Like, we'll see fuck nigga, we'll see hoe ass nigga. Then you come back at me then, because I done some dumb shit. I done came at you and disrespect you and I don't even know you. And I'm mad because you support the guy. Which I'm not. Because one thing, let me say this. I know that this dude has tons of blind support. That's that. That's all I said in my video was, I don't think we should support the guy blindly. But I know that, man, it's tons of black people out here that support Umar Johnson blindly. Like, brothers like him, David Banner, they support him. I mean, it don't make no difference if they say something stupid. David Banner talking about he gonna go down there and he conscious. He gonna go down there and pay. If anybody do something to a cop, I'm gonna pay their bail. Okay, it's been plenty of niggas that done shot and done stuff to cops last year. Did he pay one nigga bail? Did David Banner pay one person's bail when it came to anybody? Them brothers was shooting cops and stuff. Cops done had all types of stuff. I think they killed I don't know how many cops last year. I ain't heard no story of David Banner paying nobody bail. Not me. Because you talking about $1 million minimum if you shoot a cop, bail. And them niggas still locked up. So why was you telling people that? See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But we blindly support these people. Blindly. Like you telling these you out here telling these youths that look up to you, you get a platform and you're telling these youths to go out here and if they do something to cops, it's retaliation and this and that, and you gonna pay the bail. Then a nigga do something to a cop and your ass ain't nowhere to be found. See what I'm saying? This is the shit this is where we are with this conscious shit right now. If a nigga conscious, it's about like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have to making this analogy, and I'm not saying this is about the homie that made the comment, I'm sorry, the human being or the guy that made the comment earlier, because I didn't mean him no disrespect calling him the homie once again, but this is the thing. You ever seen a chick that is sprung on a dude, and the dude, I mean, he must have hit it right or something, and that chick just off the top is just like, I mean, she could catch that nigga. Once you hit a chick right, you remember Eddie Murphy made that comment? About once you make a woman come real hard, you got them. Like that's where black people are. Whenever you make a comment as a black man or any type of orator or speaker or anything in the black community, and black people intellectually bust that nut and agree with you, oh man, like that, then shit, you could do no wrong, man. That's just real. That's what I have to liken it to with black folks. When it come to a nigga, they ain't finna forget. They not finna let that nigga go down. I don't care what he do. They can take his doctorate. He's still gonna be able to go out and lecture. Niggas gonna always show up for Umar Johnson. Yeah, the niggas always down to hear a good speech. Always. We always down to hear a good speech, man. You know how niggas is. We can talk with the best of them. Black folks are out talk. That's why Al Sharpton used to win all the damn debates when he was in the Democratic runoffs. Because shit, I mean, black people can talk, man. We can't do nothing else. Now, this is the thing, man. I'm going to make this point. This is the title of this video is The Hater Witch Hunt. Look, we have to stop likening everyone to a hater because they make a valid point. Is the point valid? Is it based on factual evidence? That's the question you must ask before you just call someone a hater. Which the common thread in those brothers that was coming in my other video was that I noticed was that they kept calling me a hater. Hater. So I'm like, damn, Now if I was a speaker and on a lower level, you might actually have some sort of smoke to say, okay, is there fire? Like Sarah Sutin said, I don't think he was hating on Umar. I just think he picked up on a level of arrogance. Ain't nobody in the conscious game bigger than me. And it's like, oh my God. Of course somebody had to take him up on it. And Sarah Sutin said is that nigga. He will do that. He'll like nigga who ain't no nigga finna run me. Like that's I knew that's what he was gonna say. Do the research. That's what happened last year. I saw that coming. I said, I was like, who the hell does Umar think he is? Talking about nobody's bigger than him. And come on, man, like get over yourself. But that's the typical, arrogant guy that's in the conscious community and even had people kissing his butt for years. So he pretty much thinks he's Big Papa. He's the king, So he can say that. Ain't nobody in the game bigger than me. And if I can show up to the elders, then so can anybody else. I was like, oh, here we go. It's finna be, I got my popcorn, nigga. I said it's about to go down. And then I be dogging when Sarah Sue said it, like, don't no nigga run me. Don't no nigga run, I get it. So, at the end of the day, I don't even think Sarah Sue said he was hating. It was just the level of arrogance that he showed and exhibited warranted that, man. You got to start looking at a person's actions, man. Damn. Let's let go of the proverbial being sprung over a person because of they gave you this proverbial, metaphysical mental orgasm, and now you just feel like you can never let go of this nigga because he gave you some good intellectual dick. Like that's what I hate to say it like that, but that's about what it really boils down to with a lot of these conscious leaders. To where it's just like a lot of these people, whenever you question the brothers, you a hater? I'm defending Tariq. I done said some stuff about Tariq in the past. Tariq was not wrong. I'm sorry. Tariq was right to say what he said. And that man had been taking jabs at Tariq for years and making little comments and stuff because he probably was jealous of Tariq, if you ask me. Because Tariq, he ain't on Tariq level. Tariq all on Fox News every other day. He wasn't on Tariq level. And he called Tariq a hater. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, have some validity when you say somebody's a hater. Have some factual evidence. Everybody's not jealous, man. Sometimes if a nigga really is making a valid point, nobody jealous of Umar Johnson. I don't know how much money he got. I don't know how much money he making lecturing people. I don't know what he do. I don't know that brother's personal financial situation. Now, the money's not technically supposed to be his, so I can't be jealous of that, right? Right? Unless he gonna take that money and run, then it's all his, But of course, these niggas gonna support him anyway because he gave him that good hard orgasm. He gave him that mental, And look, I don't mean no disrespect to nobody in the sense I ain't calling nobody gay and then like that. But I'm just saying, like when it comes to these dudes, it's sickening to watch. It is. So that's it, man. I got to go. I done had about 4 phone calls since I've been trying to shoot this little thing. Trying to make sure I'm trying to sit back down and get a little work done today for closing. So anyway, that's it. Thank you.
When she talk, she's my heart design. Oh, and she leave me. Oh, I should have died. Oh.